Shirakawa-GO is located in the Honshu region of Japan. Being an incredibly remote and hard to access cluster of villages meant that this region only became connected to the outside world in the 1950s. Being so separated from everywhere else, this picturesque village developed its own separate and unique culture and traditions, including the iconic thatched houses. Little surprise then, but it has been dubbed the name the last unexplored area of Japan. In the past, its industry consisted of silkworm farming, washi paper, and nitra for gunpowder. Nowadays, however, its industry has shifted massively towards tourism, especially after being designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Saw 2.15 million tourists visit the area annually, before COVID at least, which equates to just under 6,000 a day against the local populace of 1,500. We were two of those tourists, and here's how we spent our 7th day in Japan, along with some tips as well. Check out this photo montage! We got on a bus from Takayama to Shirakawa-GO and we saw these amazing views. The only problem was there were too many. There are loads of views to Dragon, that joke doesn't work. I'm sorry, I just wanted to do a joke. What a lovely voice there. Yes, hello, it's Bertie in the studio, cameraman as well. I was very smart and I decided to film all this vertically. Well, it's good for the TikToks, I suppose. Not so good for a long form video though. However, you can see here the snowy landscape and the gorgeous old school houses. Cool stuff. Lovely bus ride. There's bridges, there's water, there's hills. What more could you want? Side note, this one's touched on in the video, but just to make clear, these old school wooden houses are beautiful. They also were originally used to make gunpowder, so you can imagine the fire department here is still up to date because all these gorgeous wooden houses are UNESCO protected, so they have various fire drills and stuff to get ready for that. Good lovely houses with snow on top as well, it really is something. Ooh, some trouble autofocusing there though, that's Fuji for you. Yeah, and so this is a look at the high street in Shirakawa-GO as well. It's quite a small place, some high street is quite small there as well, but shout out to this snow moving shoveling device thingy. It's kind of like a lawnmower, I don't really know how it works, I don't really know what you call it, but I love this thing so much, I stood there like a silly gaijin taking a long video for a very long time indeed. Day out, and I wouldn't have seen that side of Japan had I not made the day trip to Shirakawa-GO. I'm really happy we went. We saw a lovely village in the snow. Cool! I nearly slipped walking across a tightrope bridge. Here's the tightrope bridge I'm talking about. As you can see, it's really narrow and you can't see, but incredibly icy as well. Shirakawa-GO is separated on two sides by a river going through the middle, so you need to cross this little bridge in order to get to the other side. Yeah, pretty perilous. I nearly slipped walking across a tightrope bridge. Hi there! We saw some lovely old dwellings. How's it going? And I got served food by a racist. Wait, not cool! Get some diarrhea in that day, and we got stamped in this little tourist officer, which was really cool. Now, about the racist dude, I don't know if he was just having a bad day, I don't know if it was because I'm a white guy, or because I'm not Japanese, I don't know. Either way, he was like, kind of pretty standoffish with me, when all I wanted was a tiny little, it's like a hash brown but with beef in the middle of it. They love beef in that part. Hida beef. Yeah, I asked for some stuff which I didn't get and he seemed very, as I said, standoffish with me. Have you considered the fact he was racist to you because he can't get your words out, Bertie? So, yeah. So Bertie, tell me one thing you liked about it. Oh, I loved having an excuse to see the really natural beauty of Japan. It was awesome. Okay, tell me one thing you didn't like. There wasn't much to do there. I certainly wouldn't go back again. Finally, what would you do next time? I would definitely get food from a convenience store or something like that. There was nowhere to eat. Everything there was jam-packed. It was crazy busy. So for sure, bring like a packed lunch or something like that. There's quite a few shops there in Takayama if you want to do the same route we did. And that was Shirakawa-GO, but we are nowhere near finished with our day for today. Content warning, content warning, content warning. We're going to go jam-packed of stuff today. Coming up next, we've got our stay in the Ryokan. Fancy. Oh hello, it's a glimpse inside our Ryokan. Yes, well let this little video explain to you what a Ryokan is, but it's essentially a hotel. Complimentary little gift on the bed. Complimentary sweets?
I reckon this is a fancy hotel.
That's essentially what a Ryokan is. A fancy hotel, expensive too. It was €300 for a night. That was essentially our budget for Tokyo all week. So not cheap by any means.
Fancy, look at these pictures of me living it large.
Alright, Draggy, we're showing the photos just because you are so nicely. Here's Draggy living it large, as he puts it, in a Ryokan. We got a little origami toy there, which I'm pretty sure we still got it in the house. And yeah, nice, but like I said, expensive.
So Bertie, tell me something you liked about a Ryokan.
Oh, the food was amazing, and that's breakfast for tomorrow. Oh, you can't forget the onsen. Oh, that's a whole separate bit.
Oh, flip, we have to cut away again.
I told you this video was jam-packed, man. So an onsen is a hot spring. They had one incorporated into the Ryokan. It seems like that's quite popular. Now, spicy content warning. You gotta go naked, man. So Dragon wasn't allowed.
Oh yeah, man, I don't want to see that. Woohoo, no way.
Hey, so here's the onsen we got this on the website. This is exactly where I went. I didn't take any photos when I was there, obviously. I'm not going to take cameras in a place like that, am I? Yeah, it's a nice little place. Some people would spend all day there. I personally wouldn't. I'd like the experience about 20 minutes, but after that, you know, I've got more stuff to see and do in Japan in my limited 2 weeks.
From what I understand, an onsen can either be naturally heated or it can just come from like an electric source or something like that. I believe ours was natural, and obviously we don't have any video footage. There are people naked there, you fools.
Yeah, man, inappropriate.
And we actually had a crash course in how to use an onsen, because you get there and you've got nothing for your towel, right? They give you a towel, but you're not allowed to put it on the floor, so what do I do with my towel then? Well, you fold it, I'm using a pillow for reenactment purposes, and you work it on your head, and you kind of got to balance and walk around like that, and that's how you keep your towel dry, because duh, it's going to get wet otherwise.
Oh man, I would have given up and just thrown in the towel, I would. Tell them about the family, Bertie.
Yeah, that was a little bit awkward, so they're separated, male and female, for obvious reasons, and I went in basically by myself, which was cool. I had this whole onsen all to myself. It looked a lot like a swimming pool. I mean, the water was natural, but I wasn't in like a rock thingy like you see in the pictures, you know, of the monkeys or whatever. It looked like a swimming pool, but the water was natural coming from the underground hot spring. And then a family came in. It was a man and his 3 kids. I didn't know where to look. I was so embarrassed. And
Oh yeah, he was B-red when he came back.
He looked like one of his monkeys. Just a little side note, which we realised later in the video, they are not a big fan of tattoos over there, so make sure you check policy on tattoos there if you're going to go to an onsen. They're opening up a bit more and more, because obviously foreigners are coming, foreigners have money, they want money, so they're relaxing their rules a bit on tattoos, but still, check ahead.
So tell us something you didn't like about the Ryokan.
the price, it was really expensive. €300 for a night, and that would have been like a week in Tokyo, so yeah, it was pricey.
Tell us something you wouldn't do or would do again.
We slept in a proper bed. I would have chosen to sleep on the floor, more traditional style. And I saw some people having traditional breakfast the next day. Hello, have a proper traditional Japanese breakfast. What are you doing?
Epic! Ah, Bertie, you put influencer in the title of your video. Why? Go on, Bertie. Tell us how you became a famous Instagrammer, man.
It was a total accident, Draggy. I was just casually taking a photo of this bad boy, and he...
Hey, this is Bertie in the recording studio. Flipping out, Bertie. Do you want to try that one again? God.
in a bar, and I was testing out this new lens because it gives you good low light and nice blurry backgrounds too, and I was just casually testing it out. Oh, that's cool. I was like getting a bit of competition going on with drinks, and the guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, can you take a photo for our bar, for Instagram?" For the bar manager, the barman. And I was like,
Practicing taking photos at night time, which is quite difficult as you can imagine, light being the one thing you want as a photographer really. I was having a little experiment. Hey look, there's a bar we got the offer in as well. I was having a little look around with my low light lens, and this is the end result as well. Kind of a nice zoomed in look of a whiskey glass there, which I was enjoying very much indeed. Oh, hello, and here's me showing the guy the photos I took. Looks like I've had a bright idea there as well, that conveniently placed light bulb thing.
Yeah, you never did anything like that, had you, Bertie?
I had never done anything like that, Draggy. By the way, I didn't use this camera. This is an old school film camera. Obviously I'm filming on the nice camera as well, so you get the idea. But yeah, he rewarded me. He gave me some nice champagne and stuff, which was really lovely, and a free bit of whiskey as well, which was very appreciated.
So Bertie, do you have any advice to be a professional Instagrammer?
I definitely would have gone higher on the ISO. That's like how bright your image is. You get a little bit more visual grain, but the picture's a lot brighter, and it's what's in the frame, not what's the grain. People don't count the grain. Only you do if you're a photographer, because you're used to seeing all these imperfections.
How did you feel when you were doing it?
I felt a lot of pressure because the barman was there waiting for me to do it, and then I had to send it because they all use iPhones over there or something like that. I had no idea. I've got my Android, so I had the photos on my Android. I didn't know how to send it to him. I think in the end I figured out how to use QuickShare, maybe I Bluetoothed it or something like that. Either way, it was a little bit awkward, to be honest. He was nice about it.
Now you're rambling, eh?
So there you have it, folks. We showed you about a beautiful little rural town in Japan.
Snow away!
We showed you the highs and lows of going to Ryokan, yes, and also an onsen.
30 minutes deep end there!
And we even showed you some little tips on how to be a little real life Instagrammer, eh?
Don't want to catch the Spanish influenza?
Like and subscribe, you fools. It is free, you know, it's right below. You can check it
Yeah,
out.
come on, like and subscribe!
Check out this Yukata Draggy.
Bertie, you're such a wee.
Yeah, I'm wee be loving this Japanese stuff.